Hi and greetings, everyone. Welcome to another episode of CRMprov. I'm your host, Mickey Baines. Today we have one of our pod minis, those super short, very focused episodes. We'll be talking about virtual events. Why virtual events? Well, two reasons. Last Wednesday, as a matter of fact, I received 9 different email invitations to webinars, all different companies, different purposes and reasons to attend, but a lot of people vying for my time. And then later in the week, on Friday, I got an email from a friend of mine, Jay Schwedelson, who's talking about his latest podcast episode. His podcast, by the way, Do This, Not That, might have the best title for a podcast out there. When you're talking about marketing tactics, I don't know that it gets better than a title like that. But Jay and his team know everything there is to know about email marketing. He is the guru when it comes to it. And he's someone that I lean on when I'm looking for data on emails. And so his latest episode was about 5 new content offers that you can use. And one of them was actually connected to virtual events. And so it really resonated with me, and I wanted to put together an episode. So I emailed him and said, "Hey, Jay, can I take this idea and turn it into higher ed for everyone?" And he said, "Absolutely." So here's the idea. It's about leveraging the fear of missing out, or FOMO, when it comes to building a subject line by offering bonus content. So what do I mean by bonus content? All right. I've got a couple of examples here I'll share with you of actual subject lines and how this will work. But with the bonus content, what we're doing is we're actually offering something in addition to the invitation to register for an information session, like a virtual information session. So here we go. Just bear with us. 3 examples. Here's the first one. The first 25 registrants to next week's open house receive a free application fee waiver. All right. Now, this one and the next 2, they're all slightly long subject lines. I know they need to be cut down. So don't hammer me for that. These were ideas I put together in a matter of minutes, and I'm hopeful that you can take the idea, if you like it, and spend an extra 10 minutes and shorten that subject line down. And here's my offer to you. If you're watching or listening to this, you have an idea you like, you think the subject line's too long, P.S. here, it is. Message me. We'll work together. I'll give you 10 or 15 minutes and we'll work together finding ways to shorten it. All right. So again, subject line. The first 25 registrants to next week's open house receive a free application fee waiver. Now, let's also point out here at this point, I know, and you know, in higher ed, we give out free application fee waivers like candy at a parade. We're just throwing it out. But not every student knows that. So keep that in mind. Second, if we make this type of offer and we see someone opening, clicking, and registering after they get the email, we might also know we have someone who's very interested in applying. I talk a lot in all of these episodes and all of the other content that we put out. We talk a lot about grabbing more data to get context about a student's interest, about where they are in their student journey. And that is a great indicator of where they may be if they're reacting to that email. All right. Idea number 2, free career transition consultation to the first 10 registrants to next week's open house. So in that scenario, there are a couple of things we'll point out. Again, it's long. Second, this is maybe pushing our admissions team a little out of their comfort zone to start talking with the prospective student about career transitions. And so I would advise one of 2 things. One, if you really have great relationship with your career center team, maybe barter for their time to help conduct those consultations and have admissions sit in with them. Or have them train an admissions team on how to conduct and lead that conversation. What are the common questions? What advice do you give someone? Now, keep in mind for this offer, I would keep these consultations down to 10 or 15 minutes max with a student to give them some insight, to give them a starting point of what to think about in their transition. If someone does give you really complex questions, pass that along to Career Center, get some of their feedback, and then provide that back to the student. The other thing I would say about this idea, if you move forward with something like this, I wouldn't allow someone to actually schedule that time. The time slots I open for that offer, I would set those time slots till after the event. And then I would take a couple of minutes, 2-3 minutes of that time to say, hey, were you able to attend the open house? You did? Great, fantastic. What did you think? Were there any questions you didn't get answered? Or, oh, you didn't? No worries. While you have me, are there any questions you have about our institution since you weren't able to attend the open house? Something like that to get a conversation going about that. Okay, idea number 3. Again, different population, right? This is for dual enrollment. Something along the lines of dual enrollment information session, only 10 spots left to claim the parent's guide to increasing your child's odds for acceptance with dual enrollment. Whew, that one's really long, no doubt about it. We should rename that type of offer. But what we're offering here is an additional piece of content about leveraging dual enrollment to increase the opportunity or increase the likelihood that a student may be accepted. This one's designed for parents. Parents are one of the primary resources students turn to when it comes to influence on their decision to enroll. Many schools are looking for opportunities to build a relationship with a parent. You know that, I know that. That's something that you want to have when you're working with traditional students. This starts that relationship earlier, probably before they're normally ready to give you attention, but because they're looking at your institution for dual enrollment, why not start building the relationship with them now? Okay, so that's 3 ideas: app fee waiver, career transition, and dual enrollment content. These are all additional offers you're giving someone to increase their speed to register. You get an email, you read, you like it, you click to register, and then you can get that second offer. Hope you like one of the ideas. If you have any questions about the ideas, feel free to reach out to me. You can find us on LinkedIn. You can find us on the YouTube channel, leave a comment, and we'll happily get back to you. Thank you for watching another episode of CRMprov. As always, I'm your host, Mickey Baines. I appreciate your time and attention and look forward to seeing you again soon.